semuanya. Hari ini seperti judul ya, gue bakal ngerjain story quest neuvillette, sama mungkin kalau sempet gue bakal ngerjain story quest Yoimiya juga, karena waktu pas keluar gue belum ngerjain, jadi ya. Gue belum nyalain controller gue. Bentar. Gue punya controller baru by the way, jadi udah gak ngedrift lagi. Gue pakai Gully Kit King Kong 2 Pro. Cuma ya latency-nya lebih parah dibanding ini sih. Sama-sama Bluetooth by the way. Mungkin karena official dari Xbox-nya kali ya, jadi latency-nya lebih bagus kalau di Windows. Oke, sebelum quest paling ini dulu sih, biasalah daily. Oh enggak, dailynya nggak perlu daily ya sekarang. Kalau mau quest mah tinggal quest. Ya udah, kita langsung questnya aja kalau gitu. Nggak perlu ini aja langsung. Kita langsung ke neuvillette. Gue pakainya tim grinding apa namanya? Grinding ini dulu. Grinding friendship XP. Takutnya dapat kan lumayan. Ini Lini bentar lagi mau graduate. Gua gak sabar sih. Kayak literally kelihatan ya ada kamera gue. Tuh, literally tinggal dikit lagi udah mau graduate. Ya. Yeah. Harus graduate sih. Feminine juga nih. Dia level berapa sih? Level 7. Soalnya nanti kalau gua ya semoga aja dapat Risley ya. Risley. Party gue makin hancur aja.
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better.
Neuvillette! Sadine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Ugh, Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. This is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective?
I trust that you'd be able to work that out with how well connected you are. But I must apologize. I do not plan.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusi named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no...
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining she may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm still responsible for reporting to her.
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and deliver the note to her.
Jalannya harus gitu banget ya.
Judging from Sadine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally.
I cannot tell you just yet. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts.
Volumenya kalau agak volume gamenya kalau misalkan kayak
long story short,
bilang.
a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust. but I had two subordinates who were
Soalnya
exceptionally
gue pakai
trustworthy and capable.
ginian, pakai
Carol,
ayam,
a Melusine,
volumenya
and
di laptop
Vautrin,
gue kecilin sih.
leader of the Special
Cuma
Security
nggak tahu
and
ngaruh di
Surveillance
OBS-nya atau
Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of the incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines. All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me.
Larutan vinegar gue habis ternyata. Gue lagi sariawan lagi. Sakit banget. Nggak sih, masih kecil, maksudnya mumpung masih kecil kan diobatin.
Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once.
Even so, there's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance the political system of Fontaine is relatively complex. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine,
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider. A fit.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea.
Paimon start.
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us depart together once I'm done. Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
So neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
Baru intro udah lama banget nih. Ini sampai ngobrol terus kayak Archon Quest-nya, awas aja ya.
Fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Nurut aja lagi.
That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Kok kenapa ngelakin ya? Ada Mel. Gratifying gathering kayak gue aja deh. Kirara di mana Kirara? Tuh kan. Latensinya aneh ini nih controller. Kerasa banget tuh pas. Wow.
Does anyone have a camera?
Yo, foto-foto loh.
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara.
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard...
Aw, she's
Lucu banget ya.
adorable.
Dia dada-dadanya ada sound effect-nya.
Thanks for the compliment.
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right, the letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter.
Have you run into any
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious? Ah!
Did you think of something?
Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Kenapa?
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals... We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, Kiara, you should come with us.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case.
But you are being watched right now.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Don't worry, your big sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. So, Kiara, how old are you?
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago.
Buset.
Why would Paimon be a big sister to you?
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Dengar apa, cuy? Gak ada apa-apa ya? Oh. Itu Charlotte bukan sih? Foto-foto itu tadi.
Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh?
Dada-dadanya itu.
Aren't these two?
Halo.
Oh,
Gue
they're
nih.
the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here? Did you run into any...
It's not really trouble anymore with us around.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
Lompat dulu. Masuk. Hah?
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection.
That was quick.
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that osmelazines have special eyes that can see things people can't.
Keren.
Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up.
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month.
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Nah kan, Charlotte. Udah gue bilang.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha!
Mukanya. Dah.
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent...
Threat letter? What threat letter? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know.
Much in the village.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm not the only one, but it's not an easy task to accomplish.
So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation.
I see. Well, if you say in exchange, could you tell me
Bohong anjir,
Alright,
nggak mungkin.
then.
Orang jurnalis. Ya Allah. Jurnalis itu anjing.
what? Someone's targeting a cute little melazine. Not so. It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. I'll ask my colleagues about it, but I gotta warn you. Even if I keep my...
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur... Anyway,
Kan dibilang.
Well, that was a nice chat.
Well, that was a nice chat. No, it wasn't. Lah itu ada itu.
What do you think?
Siapa namanya?
The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's
Mana anjir
great.
ini?
Huh.
Lah, Kloren.
What are you doing here?
Iya, Kloren.
It seems that you just
Dia
showed
elektro
up.
kan
As I
ya?
passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I
Makanya
are
si
under
Umi.
an employer-employee relationship. I happen to have some time at the moment and came to take a look.
Ah, never like.
Leave this to me. You should...
Okay, then
Oh.
we'll leave.
Kenapa nggak? Oh, mungkin si siapa namanya? Si Neuvillette maunya sama kita karena ya kita doang yang tahu rahasia dia ya, sebagai Hydra Dragon. Kayaknya yang tahu tuh kita, terus sama siapa namanya? Risley. Katanya kan si siapa namanya? Aduh siapa sih namanya? Iya si Neuvillette deket sama si Risley. Sering ngobrol gitu. Halo diri gue sendiri.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Claran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities.
We thought so too. Well,
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the
they both sound like pretty self.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred...
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing.
Thank you. I will
Enggak,
continue looking through
Paimon
the
enggak.
ones piled up on the desk.
Dia aja udah
But feel
biarin.
free to browse through.
Gua nggak mau baca-baca. No. Oh. About Risley. He's confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Iudex Neuvillette. Oh. Risley will be exiled to the Fortress of Merpide, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. Ah. There has been severe bribery scandals within the guards. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. Udah gitu dong. Ya nggak apa-apa lah gitu doang lah ya. Nggak usah banyak-banyak bacanya. The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Marachasi Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe the Melusines can enhance the popularity of these events. The Marachasi Phantom has yet to respond, however, it has not prohibited the Melusines from participating in such activities. Oh, nyari clues ya. Joint forces of the guards and Marachasi Phantom, the proposed offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. Spina di Rosula. Kalas, boss of the Spina di Rosula, was defeated in a duel and died of serious. Oh, ini bapaknya si siapa sih namanya? Taylor Swift aja gue tahu ya. Si Navia ya namanya ya. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Udex neuvillette reserve judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. Masih lanjut.
Have you made any progress?
Enggak.
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents lying around.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is, if memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but there are many documents here.
You read
All right, let us take a break then.
Break apa? Duduk doang. Ini real take a break. Ya Allah. Ini duduk tegak gini doang.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memmonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Mau minum.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Spoiler, dia suka air.
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Diluc.
Oh, beneran dibawain wine.
What's inside
Oh,
these
enggak, anjir.
glasses?
Air.
It looks just like water.
It is water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you is indeed very special. It would not... I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fonta. Said water is sourced from all across Tivat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's
Ooh.
Chintsa village, and
Ooh.
Inazuma's Konda village.
Oh, si tahu gak?
Here is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Apam Woods.
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a poignant touch.
What the
While
fuck?
one might call the waters of
Apa
Konda
tadi?
village placid.
Poinan apa? anjir?
Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Gua tuh yang tiap hari minum air. Tapi bener sih. Bener sih, gue setuju.
What do you think?
Kayak air fit, air aqua, lah mineral tuh masing-masing
Nope.
beda rasanya.
Paimon couldn't taste any difference
Paling
at
enak
all.
aqua sih tetap.
Isn't
Cuma
How
gue
regrettable.
suka kalau air tuh
It seems
suka
like you
Nestle
still
sih.
have a long way to go.
Gue jarang
in
minum
finding
Nestle
your
tapi gue suka
tastes.
Nestle. Nestle enak.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the...
Banyak nanya lo, kecil.
Sorry, I was just curious. You don't have to
Gue
answer.
mewakilkan suara Ether.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions.
Questions?
Many, in fact. But in essence, I neither know why I was born. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some...
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions... My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare.
Cik senyumnya manis bet ya, Peter.
Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of...
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. If there really were an organization attempting to... Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the...
Why...
Perhaps we should go.
Dan lagi-lagi perkiraan gue bener aja. Banyak ngobrolnya cuy. Gelo. Tapi ini daily gue kelar gak nih? Bentar, gue baca lagi deh ininya. Ketentuan apa? Reward points apa? Oh iya, kehitung tuh ada tuh. Nih. Gelo, dailynya udah kelar cuy. Tapi kok cuma 60 friendshipnya ya? Oh enggak, 60 kali 4. Oh ya. Oke, nice. Anjay, udah kelar. Apa itu daily?
Masih. I probably.
Oh, berarti gue sekarang ini kali ya? Sorry, gue potong mulu ngomong. Mau ngomong apa? Cepet. Cepet bang, ngomong bang ya, baper. Apa namanya?
Looks
Kan
like we
gue
got
quest.
lucky today.
Gue quest
There's hardly
bejibun ya.
anyone around.
Paling gue besok
What should we do next?
yang ngerjain quest-questan lagi.
Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Buat gantiin daripada gue nge-daily dulu
Perhaps
kan
leave the
bosen.
investigation to me.
A safe distance?
Wow. Nge-quest aja dapat bisa kelarin daily kan ya, lumayan. Oh. Ini pindah nih. Dizziness watches over you. Terus putih bet nih muka gue nih. What just happened? Everything was totally different than how they are normally. I should continue forward and take a look around. Oke, gue sebagai voice-nya Ether ya. Oh shit. Aduh. Anjing keren banget. Yo. Gak bisa lari coy, gak bisa lompat, gak bisa ngapa-ngapain. Neuvillette sama Carol. 400 tahun yang lalu.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Anjing.
The court of Fontaine is truly incredible.
I understand your excitement, but although I have responded to your...
I know. Not only can I repay you,
But a meaningful...
it's definitely the safest. In truth, I've never almost 20 years.
I understand your confusion. I too came here for an...
Really? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
No,
when they hit me in the
Carol.
And I tried really hard not to cry.
Kasian. Siapa yang lempar-lempar batu ke beginian?
Logically speaking,
Dongo
both time and
orang-orangnya.
effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into the society.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best
Oh, itu
then.
kasihan kakinya diperban.
I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose
Jangan
sight of
bilang
the
Carol mati.
difficulties ahead.
No.
Huh? Is he the person I met?
Yes,
That stone-faced human.
he is an earnest man.
Siap-siap di voice actor. Oh enggak. No. Baru mau jadi voice actor. Ini kan nggak bisa lompat. Kalau gue jatuh, oh bisa naik. Oke, nggak jadi. Itu udah pak. No, jangan dia apa-apain. Baderiko.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Lucu.
Thanks, but no need.
Oh,
No, Carol. Ayo lagi.
hello. I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from this monster. Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe—
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them a—
Go away!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you rejoin the Mari Shosei Phantom and solve—
Solving cases? With neuvillette in cahoots with you? You could— So tell me, how can you get—
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mari, there have indeed been an increase in cases recently.
Even the captain of the security patrol— How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah, I don't understand.
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity. There are countless negative rumors about—
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me
Animasinya
out
buat
earlier.
Melusim lebih halus ya sekarang ya. Animasi NPC-nya daripada
Okay,
NPC kayak gini.
I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're...
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done,
Ya,
the
Fatrin,
sooner we can
Fatrin
head
baik.
back.
Fatrin. Oh. Kan. Questnya ngobrol doang anjing. Kemana tembak-tembakan. Kemana apa berantem-beranteman anjing. Tembak-tembakan aja. Itu ada teleport. Teleport. Buka teleport dulu. Bisa.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years.
Oh,
You've
udah 5
taken
tahun.
one small step forward in helping Melazines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peace.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched—
Ugh, you blockhead!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust you— Please be on your guard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Nah, jalan sendiri dia.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette.
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as there are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it.
I guess you're right.
No. Mau dibunuh.
Turn the murderer in!
The fuck? No, itu
Melazines
kenapa?
can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette too!
Kasian.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are—
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable— They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited— The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in—
And she called me a A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth?
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation. Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to
There's no need. Notify the
restrict access to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated.
Looks like she was unfazed by...
Yes. I should have known. Can you understand how
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol. I'm thinking... bail him out?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status...
Jadi si Carol tadi mati ya? Bunuh diri.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds! Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened...
Yeah, that's right! This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking...
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. Therefore...
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little...
Vautrin, my friend.
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely... Is this what justice means to you?
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the oratrice will now do the... According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species...
Berarti tadi ternyata tuh yang ini, yang apa namanya? Yang masih nggak setuju warga-warga Fontaine coexist sama siapa namanya? Melusine.
Hey, stop spacing out!
Bentar.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the fountain of Lucine to boil over.
Sakit.
Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful. Anyways, the last time we came here, the trap...
It is as you said. It is not only the fountain. I can sense...
That sounds...
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of... It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a... You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy.
Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the
Siapa
fountain,
lagi?
I discovered something
Habibi
strange.
Poplo.
I did not sense too much hatred towards me with it. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. I don't know what caused this to happen.
Oh! Didn't we read...
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment...
Huh? What are you doing here?
Navia, maksud gue.
I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again!
I've heard some things, but Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, so I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
the Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked...
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that the...
You know, it could be... Anyway, any progress with...
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain... We are planning to return to the Palais Momo...
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvillette.
I have already considered that possibility, and what is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime, and I hope the same won't happen again.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Story questnya beneran story.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
Beda dari 400 tahun yang lalu ya.
That's it! Who's been threatening?
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. Think about how much we owe them. Now,
Everyone, please stay alert to your
Ya sekarang pada bantuin ini semua. Pada
It feels like you've
bantuin
been following me
Melusine
this whole
semua.
time.
We were informed that.
Nope.
Have you had dinner yet?
Why do... This isn't a good time.
Come on. Don't act tough.
All right.
You shouldn't ever skip meals. Especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
Carol walks so they can walk. Carol walks so they can run.
This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to
Relax, I was just playing.
That's more like it. We should
come and fight me instead, you Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Have you heard?
Shh! Look! Isn't that Neuvillette?
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
Gue mau ngecek ini sih. Di Mondstadt tuh kan ada 2 Fatui yang...
This is truly wonderful.
2 Fatui di depan teleport. Mereka tuh selalu ngomongin, have you heard? The something in something gitu loh.
No, I should stay where I am.
Kalau problemnya di Mondstadt dia ngomongin Mondstadt, kalau problemnya di Liwe dia ngomongin Liwe.
Let us stick to our
Waktu
plan
itu
and
tuh
return
pernah,
to the Palais Momonia. The
mereka
faster
tuh,
we uncover the truth, the
kita
better.
lagi yang pas Inazuma baru keluar ya. Mereka tuh dynamic langsung ngomongin Inazuma. Ntar gue mau cek deh. Di sini. Bisa nggak nih? What the fuck? Ngapain? Halo? Oh fuck. Thread gue yang mana? Tes. Sorry. Ini. Bentar. Internet gue sempet ngedrop ya. Dari kemarin sih. Tes. Tes. Udah.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp.
Udah menjadi ngelek tiba-tiba. Jadi ngelek tiba-tiba. Yang smuggling.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom.
Itu kenapa ada
This is the one.
lucu banget ada gambar.
The list of involved suspects should be...
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and those with close connections. Among them, surveillance...
So many names. Is the...
Yes, there is some... It seems like he's closely related to the...
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Ntar gue mau ngecek temperatur ini gue dah. Gue takutnya gara-gara ini untuk gue kepanasan AC-nya. AC gue nggak dingin anjir hari ini, kenapa ya?
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
Aman sih.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off. But, oh well.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Your Essa?
Yes. Yes, monsieur.
Did you write that threatening...
I did, but I was just...
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my...
Domenico? Where is he now?
The fortress of Merib.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have looks like you'll have to make the trip yourself.
You've done more than enough.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first, if he really is the one setting up the conspiracy.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Oh shit. Oh ya udah biarin aja. Bodoh amat. Itu di sini berarti seharusnya. Coba kita ambil ini dulu, anjir. Flashback anjir berada di sini. Brand, aku mau. Berapa hari ini? Di sini ya? Bukan, itu apa? Clue book Fortress of Merib. Mana sih katanya ada Vermil. Yang ada itunya mana? Yang ada itu beneran welfare meal gue dapet tadi. Yang ada fortune-nya. Bang Risley.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself!
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not... Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right... I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted...
Who does this guy think he is?
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bought...
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has...
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Sijuin!
Yeah, and we're really...
There's no need to worry.
That's great. But if the criminal's still...
Head nurse. Do you require me to personally...
Writhsley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring
Think of it as more of a humble thanks for the trouble.
Whoa! If Paimon were you here, Grace?
Well, were I still a criminal,
kayaknya
I'd probably
quest
ask for
Yumia
a
aku
lighter
cancel
sentence.
dulu, mungkin besok.
But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would... But enough jokes.
Ngantuk aja.
Make yourselves at home.
Please come with me to the infirmary.
Gue pengen ini juga sih. Kemarin tuh kan gue sebenarnya pengen pergi abis live, cuma nggak sempet. Karena story questnya lama banget. Kelarnya pas...
Watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Kelarnya tuh pas apa ya? Udah tanggung gitu. Ya udahlah gue bilang ya udahlah nggak jadi gue keluar. Pengen top up GoPay, pengen jajan.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Disuruh rest.
Please rest here. Oh, and would... Paimon's not thirst is a warning sign. I'll bring you some tea.
Typical Sijuin. Why aren't you two sick?
You noticed them too. The badges they wore.
Familiar. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
That's not a bad idea.
Jalan dia. Kemana? Oh, bisa gitu sekarang.
Anything you need? Oh, this? Are you interested?
What's that?
We have a very long history. We have never had many members throughout. Helping each other is our
Sounds like a pretty neat
Mutual aid.
All we want is, but people won't give up.
Mutual aid.
Interested in joining if you'd like to learn more?
Cleaning.
A slogan may have evolved over here.
You two look... It's the symbol of the... From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals. The first president of our network was... All of us have a lot...
You should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
Did you manage to get...
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace.
I personally crafted 2 of them
Oh.
myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that
Oh,
remained should belong to
Carol.
Vautrin.
Oh, so the network would... Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office.
All right.
Stamina gue habis. Tenang guys. Ini kontennya nggak ngantuk doang kok hari ini. Ini masih ada resin ya guys yang bisa kita habisin. Tenang. Weekly juga, masih ada weekly juga guys. Tenang. Hari Senin.
Allow me to introduce this. Why don't you explain everything?
Neuvillette? What do you want?
Calm down. Was it your idea to send... Hassan has already confessed.
That idiot!
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea...
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for some...
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine, I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede.
I admit I acted on...
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melazines?
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of but the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara and force...
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So,
Aduh, lawan si Apep
Monsieur
pakai tim
Neuvillette,
kayak begini gimana
you were
ya?
concerned that there might be a
Juga.
shadow...
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past.
And how long ago?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines...
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way...
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced... When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. People no longer have any reservations about you and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wish to investigate some...
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts.
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works. While some are here to redeem themselves, the less time I spend here, the better.
In that case, I'll have to insist.
Please, go on.
The first is about the guard who helped
I know the guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff. However, as I'm...
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way.
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid...
Yep. Neuvillette thought that...
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member... I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from...
What? During his trial, I could sense that his feet...
Perhaps he had been putting...
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present and to those who had been sitting on the fence. That's all from me.
I don't have anything to say. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Please, take care.
Gue lama-lama agak ini aja sih agak benci aja anjir. Story questnya beneran story quest anjir, kagak ada action sama sekali buat kitanya, nggak ada kayak apa gitu kayak ini ngapain.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes, hey, and...
What I really think is...
Whoa.
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
Gua ngomong tuh. What the fuck?
Bim bagi itu ya.
Hah?
Bikin buku.
Oh iya.
Kenapa PC lu ya?
Hah?
Itu lu monitor lagi kenapa?
Ya enggak, kalau ini nyala suka naik memory usage-nya. Ya kagak ngomong lagi, pelit amat. So much time has passed since then, perhaps alliance between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Huh? It's raining! Oh no! Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Neuvillette sedih anjing.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Lucu. Lebih lucu lagi kalau yang teriak si Freminet.
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past. Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Gak pernah salah anjir cutscene Genshin tuh. Story quest apa lagi? Enggak, dari tadi
Is the matter resolved?
apa namanya? Dari tadi mainin cutscene-nya daripada gua gameplaynya begini-begini doang.
Oh, that's
Coba.
wonderful.
Cutscene aja dari tadi gua nontoninnya gini. Terus udah Primogem-nya kan berapa sih? 30 ya biasanya. 30, 40, kasihin aja langsung. Gak usah gua kayak gini.
There's no need to apologize.
Atau enggak bikinnya kayak game Telltale aja anjir. Gak usah ada gua harus teleport kesini teleport kesana kalau nggak ada berantem sama sekali. Ngapain? Kayak gitu ya tadi. Udah kelar nonton.
At the Palais
nobar.
Mormonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within
Bukan
the bushes
ini
to
mah
look
bukan
out for
ngerjain
danger.
quest, ini mah nonton, kita nonton ini.
I was worried that the excess of protection would
Game
make her feel
nonton.
uneasy. So I asked her to stay
Sama
inside the
milih-milih
palais.
choice yang
It's
mau
very
pilih A
safe
atau
in
B
there.
nggak ngaruh.
Well, now it looks like the dusk to celebrate this joyous occasion. Monsieur Neuvillette.
How you celebrate?
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Oh berarti gengnya geng anjir. Gengnya Fontaine ini bertiga nih. Charlotte, Chlorine sama Navia. Cuma pendek sendiri nih Charlotte. Pas sih waktunya. Lagi tidur lu ya. Lucu banget tidurnya, ada zet-zetnya. Bobo.
Kiara? It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big
Ikut
Sis
ngantuk
Paimon.
aja. Kiara gue tuh.
Everyone's been...
Do you remember Domenico?
Let me think. By the way, I saw Carol, in my dream. She looked really happy. I can't remember what her dream...
I can sense your joy.
Oh, I almost forgot. I promised to model for...
Of course.
See you next time, Miss...
See you next
Udah,
time.
hati-hati. Wah, kalau ada yang macam-macam lagi bilang. Ih, lucu banget ya. Jadi apa yang bisa kita ambil dari story quest ini? Ngobrol sampai mampus. Bikin hangout quest aja gitu loh. Nggak usah kayak begini. Ngapain? Bikin aja tuh hangout quest sama Neuvillette. Gimana ya? Apa sih? Aduh. Kita review ya. Mana? Nggak bisa dilihat ya? Ada apa aja? Ayo ini berarti cancel dulu. Ambil ini, ambil claim. Nah. Bang, aku telat nggak bang? Telat. Nih gue mau stream bentar lagi. Game story, game film doang.
Add astra. Thank you for Add astra.
Bang, jangan nangis. Enggak nangis. Enggak nangis. Let's go. Ih, anak kecil loh. Weekly ya? Oh iya, weekly. Mana. Siapa yang setuju? Yang setuju has di timeout ketik 1. Oh iya, oke, kita timeout ya adik-adik. Berapa menit? 24 jam. Oh. Aduh, bentar gue mikir dulu. Bisa sih, boleh. Duh, Bennett apa? Aduh, kepencet ya udahlah. Apep babi. Partinya.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Ya Allah.
Silence.
Taking a turn for the better.
Getting you! Now disappear!
Bow your head.
Mind the side effect.
Duh, sakit.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Let the mighty be humble.
Awas. Udah itu. Oh, udah.
Settle down.
Frost is coming!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Silence.
The doctor was
Getting you! Commencing! Now disappear!
Be sanctified.
Duh. Yalah.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humble. Bow your head.
Tuh, gua cancel lagi itunya.
Step right up! Frost is coming!
Seems like an emergency.
Silence.
Cetek.
The times.
Oh, udah. Dongo.
the doctor was seen.
Oh, ini dari jauh aja. Coba lu bayangin ya, ini gua 3 DPS coy. Aduh. Mana shieldnya? No.
Mind the side effect.
Oh ya Allah. Ih.
A bitter purple swallow.
Boom. Ya goblok. Dongo.
Settle down.
Mana shield? Oh udah. What the fuck? Jadi mati kenapa aja?
Mind the side effect.
Nice. Yes. Bentar. 2. Crown apa? Bentar. Langsung crown aja kali ya? Bentar. Ya Allah, ping gue. Tes. Oh, aman. Bentar, cek dulu. Oh, aman. Mana bensin gue? Ini seharusnya ini sih yang di ini kan? Oh iya, ya udah. Kita langsung di crafting dulu. Apa sih tadi materialnya, bunga ya? Transfigure. Akhirnya utang gua kebayar, let's go. Ini kan skill kan? Nah, gas. Kan bener kan gue ya? Bener. Kedengeran tapi itu gue pencet. Iya, soalnya gue nggak pakai noise cancellation lagi. Ini kalau Xbox kayak gini. Gue udah nggak pakai AI noise cancellation, bodo amat lah, capek. Menuhin RAM doang. Berarti si framingnya tinggal ini. Astagfirullahaladzim. Masih 2 minggu lagi kayaknya kalau gue nggak hoki. Terus si neuvillette masih on hold karena nggak bisa sama sekali. Aduh bukunya hari ini ya dia. Gue pengen iniin weaponnya sih. Weaponnya juga hari ini. Aduh, weapon bisa dikit lah. Tadi nih. Apa? Frame tadi crown, tinggal 2 level lagi normal attack-nya. Gua mau ke weapon dulu deh. Di Liue kayaknya. Sini nih. Nah ya. Semuanya aja bikin platform streaming. Kan butuhnya 3, kayaknya harus 3 kali deh, 20 kali 50, sisa 4. Pas sisa 40 tuh bisa buat bos sekali, boleh. Metanya sekarang apa? Anjir. Siapa di sini cita-citanya jadi pemadam kebakaran?
And voila.
Ulti gue hilang.
Taking a turn for the better.
Let the mighty be humble. Silence.
Kan udah di crown nih. Coba mana? Boom. Ya, goblok. Kalau dapat satu oke sih. Oh, 3. Ya harus 3 kali sih. Asik, gue kenapa nggak dingin sih? Rusak lagi apa? Oh, nggak, udah dingin sekarang. Let's go.
There you are.
Step right up. Mind the side effect. Be sanctified.
Are you?
Silence.
Bisa yuk. Boom. Buset. 29.000. Nice. Tapi kayaknya tetap gak bisa. 3 kurang kayaknya sih.
Settle down. Frost is coming. A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Ya, hilang itunya.
Silence. The tides beckon.
Gue mah healing manual. Oh, ada ini fragile resin. Apa namanya? Condensed resin ya namanya? Bukan. Apa sih namanya? Yang dari teapot yang bisa dipakai tuh. Kayaknya bukunya farming ntar aja deh. Nunggu si Freminette udah level 9 dulu ini ya. Udah sama ini sih weaponnya. Udah ya, dulu. Ini gua ngapain sih lupa. Virtual weapon makan. Mona kasih aku bonus. Kurang bonusnya tapi kurang aja. Saya bikin 1 doang, masa gua ya Allah. Bikin 2 sih, lumayan. Coba lihat, aduh 1 lagi. Ya udah cobain deh. Ada ini kok dari teapot. Fragile resin kan namanya, bener.
This realm.
Yes! Alhamdulillah. Yes. Lini gue udah graduate. Alhamdulillah, bisa ganti party. Lini, kamu keren. Kamu nomor 2 dari Hutau. Cuma party gue hancur ya. Jadi buat spiral habis aja kamu. Tuh seneng banget gue akhirnya udah graduate. Anak gue. Di pot ya. Ini transient resin namanya. Mana sih? Let's go.
If you ever...
Akhirnya guys.
It was about a lady whose personal charm and manipulative schemes allowed her to continue to dominate the affairs of the grand mansion where she lived even after her death, like a ghost that refused to be exorcised. The acting was impeccable and the story exceptional. It also reminded me of the current state of affairs in the real world.
Udah, oke, ya, gitu ya voice line-nya ya. Kalau udah, wow, kalau udah dapet level, wow, level 4. Coba, ayo, kita foto. Anjir, ada serius, ada pensif. Kagak ada bedanya nih. Oh, mulutnya, mulutnya kecil ya. Terus ini apa? Oh, bobo. Oke, akhirnya ya frame minute kita udah graduate. Artinya apa? Artinya pulang udah. Ya, nggak usah di partikel lagi. Ini kita ganti name-code ya, buat flexing. Mana? Lini. Hanya. Kita ganti party dulu guys. Oke. Anjing, pas banget. Ganti partinya pas gue udah... Oh belum deng. Si Raiden kan belum dilawan. Sekarang masih belum dilawan. Nggak usah ambil rewardnya kali ya. Aduh, persen gue habis lagi. Ambil nggak ya rewardnya? Nggak perlu juga sih. Ya nggak usah deh. Asal lawan aja. Akhirnya kita bisa masukin Zhongli. Gue, aduh, suffering banget anjing semenjak punya Zhongli tuh. Nggak bisa, nggak pakai shoulder. Bye bye Lini.
Sure.
Tapi frame minute harus di situ. Nggak apa-apa sih, frame minute buat bantu nge-buff si itu, si neuvillette. Oh ya, masih mau ini weapon satu lagi ya, tanggung. Leo kejauhan, mending dari monster tadi. Nanti kita pakai transient resin, terus ntar ngebunuh bosnya buat si neuvillette. Ya. Akhirnya ada silver. Ping tes. Jadi suka ragu. Tes aman sih. Memory usage nggak aman, bentar. Dah. Salah. Gas. Aduh, nge-lag tes. Aduh, nge-lag banget. Emang lag banget tiba-tiba. Tes.
Stabilize. Bow your head.
Kepanglek banget ya tiba-tiba. Tapi oh biasa fine-fine aja.
Settle down.
Zongo.
Let the mighty be humble.
Seharusnya ini 2 kali udah pas sih seharusnya. Kalau enggak ya bisa sekali lagi. Soalnya kan ada transient resin. Nah ini nggak nge-lag nih. Ini tiba-tiba aja gitu. Nah naik lagi. Aduh, pusing. Enaknya sih gini, dongli dulu, baru ini. Nah, itu langsung gas, cetek. Ya Allah, kepake, kepencet.
Settle down.
Ih, gimana sih?
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Mind the side effect.
Cukup sih seharusnya ya. Internet lagi. Merah tuh, obvious gue. Tes. Aman. Astagfirullahaladzim. Tes. Aman. Oke. Oh ya, crafting dulu. Weapon tadi ya, weapon. Ini on berapa? 0. Berarti kita harus bikin. Aduh. Mona please. Mona. Oh enggak, maksudnya Mona please. Yay. Nice. Nah, weaponnya si ini sudah bisa level 90. Nice. Tapi karakternya masih level 80. Nah. 5783 terus ditambah 36 berapa tuh? 57 tambah 36 berapa tuh? Apaan sih ini YouTube? Warning segala. Orang fine aja kok streamingnya. Udah ngatur nih. Bentar ya. Kalkulator gue mana lagi? Oh ini 57 ditambah 36. Oke, crit rate kita 93 ya guys ya. Ditambah ini salah. Contohin kali ya. Cara contohnya gimana? Bentar. Kita lihat bentar. When current HP increases or decreases. Oh ya, berarti gini caranya. Nah, tuh kita SS. Mantap. Oke, sekarang buku ya. Gue mau farming buku dikit. Karena di salah. Kenapa apa ini maksudnya? Farming buku. Contain. Terus kita ke sini. Nah, sekarang seharusnya farmingnya nggak terlalu beban nih. Soalnya gue pas masih ada lini 3 DPS anjir, itu tuh bener-bener hancur anjir. Sekarang kan udah 2 DPS nih normal. Satunya sub DPS. Satunya juga bukan sub DPS sih. Satunya gue jadiin apa namanya? Gue jadiin ya cryo aja gini, gue butuh cryo. Buat iniin pasifnya si neuvillette. Berarti oh ya.
Stabilize.
Harusnya nanti sih, cuma langsung gini bisa nggak? Oke, langsung gini. Aduh, nggak kena ya? Nggak kena dia.
Taking a turn for the better. Let the mighty be humble. Settle down.
Duh. Shield gue habis. Kasih ini, kita kasih.
Bow your head.
Nice. Enak cuy. Enak cuy. Udah enak nih. Gak pusing ada 3 DPS. Nice. Need the gold one. Memory usage gue kenapa makin naik ya? Bentar. Oh, I see. Ya udah. Apa sih? Bentar lagi juga mau udahan.
Silence. Solidify.
Getting you. Mind the side effects.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Enak juga ya.
Gather. A bitter pill to swallow.
Kalau timnya udah lumayan proper tuh enak anjir. Ah, gue sembur lu. Enak banget anjir. Oke. Gue suka sih. Neuvillette tuh gue udah rilis kapan ya waktu itu? Iya. Rabu kemarin kan, berarti udah berapa hari? 5 hari gue udah main pakai Neuvillette. Enak dia, fleksibel banget cuy. Bener-bener yang penting di satu tim lu apa namanya? Elemennya jangan ada yang sama aja. Itu tuh udah ini. Sama tinggal mainin reaction aja, pastiin semuanya dapat.
Stabilize.
Iniin.
Be sanctified.
Nah, pas rambutnya dia udah nyala-nyala tuh, itu artinya stacknya udah full. Jadi tinggal sembur-sembur aja sampai mampus. Jangan lupa nge-shield lagi. Aduh. Saya pakai shieldnya ini dulu. Au, sakit.
Settle down.
Sembur deh. Udah kelar. Jadi kan? Sama kalau misalkan ada yang make senjata battle pass yang baru, pastiin si Neuvillette-nya jangan kelamaan on field. Pastiin dia kayak abis make skillnya segala macam ya, balik lagi ke karakter support gitu. Karena dia senjata ini tuh bagusnya kalau misalkan buff-nya nyala. Ini kalau dibaca nih ya, weaponnya. When not on the field for more than 5 seconds, max HP will be increased by 32% and elemental mastery will be increased by 40. These effects will be cancelled after the wielder has been on the field for 10 detik. Jadi kalau dia nggak dipakai nih si Neuvillette-nya atau yang siapapun yang megang Sacrificial Jade, dia dia max HP-nya bakal nambah 32% sama elemental mastery-nya bakal naik 40. Kalau misalkan kelamaan udah lebih dari 10 detik itu bakal hilang. Kan Neuvillette kan dia scalingnya pakai HP nih. Nah, jadi dia bagus. Dan by the way ini gue masih 666. Belum gue upgrade karena ini nih APEP nggak jelas. Sama gue masih ada utang juga buat si ini. Siapa namanya? Frame atau sama aja sih sebenarnya. Frame dulu. Enggak apa-apa, yang penting 66 itu udah oke sih. untuk sekarang. Sekarang apa lagi ya? Udah jam segini juga sih, kayak gue end stream aja. Gue cek dulu sih. Terus, cook dishes ya. Ini yang bounty ntar aja. Rounds domain ntar aja pas udah ada ini. Besok kan nggak ada farmingan apa-apa, paling besok aja. Ini kita forge 20 items sama cook 20 items. Salah. Nggak naik sih. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god, gue belum beli apa-apa ini. Anjir. Tai. Oh, ini mah. Oh, kaget gue. Bayarnya pakai bunga aja. Gue kira ini apa dapat dari mancing, gue udah mau komplain tuh. Ini apa-apaan? Dongo. Cancel yang ini. Masa cuma 4? Stop. Oh ya belum. Cooking di mana ya? Oh, di cafe. Salah. Gue sih langganannya ini ya biasanya. Apalagi yang belum. Dah. Mau jam cek 16.000 plus 8 tuh berapa? Nih gue bisa sih dapat Risley. Kita cek 16.000 enggak, 8 kali 160 ditambah 17.300. Lumayan. Shop. Dapat di shop. Ada ember. Wow. Bentar. Gue ada ini sih akun buangan gue. Kita gacain habis itu. Kita end stream habis ini. Mouse gue hilang. Nah, itu ada. Ini ada event login soalnya kan. Ini akun gue buka setahun sekali. Dua kali doang ya. Iya betul. Tes. Aduh nge-lag lagi. Mampus. Tes YouTube. Halo. Tes YouTube. YouTube-nya bisa nggak YouTube-nya? Tes. Oke aman. Bentar. Ups. Yes. Shopnya masih nggak bisa ya udah.
Wait.
Udah itu aja. Ada mel. Oke. Ya jadi gitu aja streaming kali ini. Kita cuma mau gua cuma mau kelarin story questnya neuvillette. Habis itu tadi ada daily juga sama weekly dikit karena gue mau farmingin tadi material neuvillette. Thank you yang buat udah mampir nonton dan subscribe, mungkin like juga ya. Gue duluan, see you next stream.